Hello, people. Continue our sequence with one more episode. And today's episode is Why Do We Suffer Injustice? It is so common when we see all around, and we just see things like movies about heroes, about justice, and this is a feeling inside our hearts, and sometimes we just cannot explain why in some kind of situations we just have feel so kind of injustice in our lives. But this kind of feeling is so common in hard times too in our lives, and injustice make all us suffer. But Bible says in 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 17 and 18, it's better suffer doing what is good than doing what is evil. Because Christ once for all just have died, but was alive in his spirit. So I don't know what kind of situation that you have passed in your life that you are so unjust today, but I want you to know that Christ, the right man, have died for us, the unright people, not because we deserve it, but because of as is written in John chapter 3 verse 16, God have loved all the world that he gave his son, for all that believe in him do not die, but get eternal life. So the two basic lessons that we can extract involving injustice is feeling and feeling again that kind of feeling, and get so heavy in our place, or we can learn with injustice and do not what kind of thing that have done with us with another people, because God is love, but God is justice too. Three pillars of the God's kingdom is peace, justice, and joy. How will you get peace without justice? How will you get joy without justice? Justice is a fruit of love. So I talk to you today. Pick this feeling of injustice and learn about this, because as Jesus have taught us to pray, God, forgive us as we forgive other people. I don't know, be paralyzed in the injustice that have made with me. I want to forgive, because I will need to be forgiven by God too. And I don't know, receive and know from God's part, because I need so much God's love and God's justice in my heart. As is written too, all that have hungry of justice will be satisfied. So it's better suffering to do what is right in God's eyes than to do what is evil according to people's eyes. I hope today you may embrace the justice of God upon your life, because like this you will be able to act with justice in another people's life.